welcome to yet another episode of Let's Talk Film with Kavata, where I interact with different actors, actresses, and filmmakers. Do not forget, the show is powered by Onit Media, which offers the following services: videography, live streaming, photography, branding, graphic design, web and software development. And tonight I have two guests, one who is a film director and he has done a couple of films and music videos, and the other one is an actress from Tahidi High. Karibuni sana. I think I will just let you guys introduce yourself. Should we start with the query of ladies first?
Yeah, you can't break the norm.
Sure.
Alright, hi guys. So my name is Official Joy, the actress. I'm a journalist, a TV actress, and a voiceover artist. Yeah.
Hello guys, my name is Tevin Fuhd, film director, producer, music video director. Yeah, probably.
That's quite an interesting, though a short introduction about you guys. So I would really want to know what inspired you to start acting.
Thank you very much for that question. I started acting in a very funny way.
Mm-hmm.
I was in kindergarten and
as young as kindergarten,
and it was Parents' Day.
Mm-hmm.
And then our class teacher just came to the class and said, "Who can perform a short poem?"
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "Oh my goodness!" I didn't know anything anyway. I was such a baby, so I said, "I can perform a poem." Then I went and performed a 3-sentenced poem.
You must have been a brave child.
Yes, I was extremely courageous and kimbelembele, as they say.
Okay.
So I performed a 3-sentenced poem,
Mm-hmm.
and all parents were doing a standing ovation. Like, they really elated and clapped. And my mother was like, "Oh, so this is your talent."
Mm-hmm.
So since I was a kid, I knew that I have something, you know. But when I went to primary school, there was no drama or anything to do with acting or whatever I liked.
Uh-huh.
So I just did my education. By the time I went to high school,
Mm-hmm.
I got that the school had concrete drama. So I joined the drama club,
Mm-hmm.
started acting. By the way, I was the first girl to ever act a solo verse in Trans Nzoia County.
Wow.
Yes, so from then I kicked off my acting career,
Mm-hmm.
and by the time I reached college, again, drama festivals, out to the nationals, out to state house. So that's how my career really started, but that is for theatre.
So for theatre, the high school part laid the foundation for you as an actress.
Yes.
Ah, that's nice. And what inspired you, Mr. Director?
Well, mine is not as long as I.
Uh-huh.
Personally, when I was a child, I wanted to be a pilot. Yeah. But I started doing film after I finished high school.
Mm-hmm.
I was doing photography.
Mm-hmm.
We were a couple of friends, like 7 boys. We decided situwakunywe.
Wakunywe kwenye streets,
Yeah, your time, it's when Nairobi cameras zilianza kuingia, so we were like, yeah, anyway. So we were like 7 guys. We started a company. It was called Nairobi Lens Photography.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like taking photos all over Nairobi. Then a friend of mine approaches me and tells me that,
Mm-hmm.
there's a company that owns marketing.
Mm-hmm.
It's a production company.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay. Since I was good in marketing,
Mm-hmm.
I said, yeah, it's okay. So I when I got there,
Mm-hmm.
it was a company of around 10 people.
Yeah.
And I was the youngest.
Mm-hmm.
At that time, I was 18.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So when we were going on set, since I'm the marketer, we were supposed to like take photos. I post on IG and all that. So when we got on set, the director started seeing like
They saw something
in me, because they will tell me, out of the 10 people that are there, I'll be told like, I deal with the vixens, like direct them to do this, tell them to do this. Like I will relate with them easier. So that's when like I realized, kumbe I can do this. So from then, like, met some few people that caught my hand and they were like, you know what, we see something.
So wait a minute. This is something from photography. This is something you didn't go to school for.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, the school of YouTube and masters of production. Like I've learned. Generally, I learn from everybody.
Okay.
Even if I meet someone, even if a baby comes to me and tells me, "Can I do this? Can you do this?"
Yeah.
I'm learning. So that's generally how I have taught myself film.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Back to you, Joy.
Okay.
So from high school,
Yeah.
how did you join Tahidi High?
while in college, not actually high school, I was still, I belonged to a group called Big Africa. Yeah, from Nakuru. So after my first year in college, they reached out. They told me they had this competition for the NGOs called Afya 2 festivals. So the festivals were about anti-stigmatization of HIV/AIDS. So they asked me if I can perform a poem. I said, why not? So there is this poem that I had performed that year, and it had a lot to do with HIV. So I decided that I can add something else and go and perform. So I went there, performed my poem. Luckily
Wait a minute. Your poem, was it your own composure or?
No, I didn't compose it. I took my director's poem, but I asked him if I could add some few things so that it can match the theme of anti-stigmatization. So he agreed. And that's when I knew I can really script, because the scripting matched my director's scripting. So I went and performed in these Afya 2 festivals, and luckily the owner of Tahidi High, or let's say the director, producer, she's both, was the guest of honor. So she said, the person who will emerge the best actress and the best actor will automatically join Tahidi High. I won't lie, I didn't even know what that is.
Really?
Yes, I was just a girl from the village, new in Nairobi. Like, what the hell is Tahidi High? I was even asking people. So that is, so when she told me I can join Tahidi High, I called my mother. To my mother, you cannot imagine, your daughter has made it. Like, I'm going to act on TV. My mother told me, no way.
The African typical mother.
Yes, you're not going to act anywhere. By that year, I just lost my dad. So my mom said, you're going to focus on your studies. So I called the director of Tahidi. I told her, thank you for the opportunity, but unfortunately, I can't act. But 3 years down the line, she called me again. So say luck was on my side, or it was meant to be.
It was meant to
so
be.
She told me, you remember me, this is Catherine Wamoyo. I called you sometimes back. I want you to come and audition for Tahidi High. I was like, jeez, God is with me. This is the opportunity. So I went for the auditions and started immediately, like the day after. So that's how I joined Tahidi High.
Wow, that's a great story, inspiring. Thank you. So back to you. As her story, she said there's this part where after her mom stopped her from acting, 3 years down the line, the director called her. Do you, as a director, see something in someone who is acting, or an actor or an actress, and then probably you know that this one can make moves?
Kawata, let me tell you, whatever she has said. My mom, I want to do photography after high school. My mom imagined that I'm going to do photography. Like, you see the guys that wanazungukanga na baiskeli. That's what my mom thought I'm going to do. She was like, why you want to be like Uncle Nania, Peter Pale KU? So, also as a director, it happens by the typical African parents. They actually don't know that production is actually it's so high paying. So, but generally, we also suffer in terms of that as crew also. But whatever she's saying in terms of as a director, me personally as a director, I believe in giving a lot of people chances and opportunities, because I was given the same opportunity. I did not get to where I am today without the people that gave me the opportunity. So every day I meet young people who are in high school and they tell me I would like to act. I tell them, let me see your passion in it. And if you have the passion, whether you are a big name or you are an upcoming, me, I'm going to look for you. It doesn't matter. To me, it doesn't matter. You know what matters is the passion.
The passion
and the will to do it. Are you willing to go all the way? Like you find in Kenya, but mostly also as actors. I tell young actors every day. You know, when you come to me as a director, you text me on Instagram. A lot of people text me that I want to act. But there's someone who will text me and with a monologue. Like, hey Fuhd, so this is a monologue I've done, I want to act. And someone texts me, I want to act, can you help me? Who will you help?
The one with the monologue. At least
they're
showing
something.
Yes.
So did you have somebody who you were looking up to, because this is something that you didn't go to school for? I
have a lot of people that I look up to. First of all, there is my immediate mentor. He's called Director Tevin. I was an understudy under him, and now we work together in the big leagues and all. There is Adam Seston and Don Bago. They were the first people to ever see me. They were the ones that were telling me to deal with the vixen. And till date, they support me. Because however much I left the company, I left with so much respect. And even if I want anything, I'll just go there. But all in all, Michael Bay, I'm always telling people I want to be Michael Bay. Yeah, I'm Michael Bay type of a Tyler Perry. Can you imagine a Tyler Perry shooting a Michael Bay film?
Oh my.
Yeah, so that's what I look up to those guys a lot. And also there's Patrick. Patrick Ochieng is a producer. He has given me a lot of, there are people who can hold your hand through the
journey.
Through the
they
journey,
show you what
now,
to do, tell you what to do.
But now there are people who will hold your hand, like even financially,
Yeah,
because they call you for projects that
they
pay
pay
you so
you.
well. Because at the end of the day, your passions can also kill you.
Yeah, because your passion won't pay your bills after all. So
Exactly.
for
You
sure.
know, you can just
Exposure.
Yeah.
Atinenda shoot ya nani. So at the end of the day, you have bills.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, but also vile tu amesema, typical moms, my mom,
Typical African moms.
Nowadays, anaheshimu sana filamu. Sana.
You have showed her in a pay.
Sana. So she's so happy. So I also like to urge other African parents. Let them do it.
Yes,
okay, let them
So
do
mtoto ni
it.
mrefu unataka kuwa polisi, hapana.
Mwache afanye kile anataka. True. And so after you getting to Tahidi High, that was now on TV and you were doing something different from it.
Yes.
How was it? Was it challenging? How was the experience?
It was extremely challenging. I remember my first week, my director kept telling me, stop the theatrics. Stop it, let loose. Theater demands a lot.
Yeah.
Vocal wise, energy wise, gesture wise. But TV is relaxed. TV is just all your face and emotions. So mimi na mikono yangu na the energetic with hyper. So she kept on telling me, Jockey, reduce on theatrics. So it was really challenging because kuongea pole pole, me sijazoea. Like I kept saying, oh my goodness, can I do it? But luckily enough, after a week, I'd seen a lot of change. And it was so easy because so long as you get the script, you get what it entails, what it means, you wear the character.
Did you at some point feel like giving up, like,
Let me tell you, there is nothing as bad as people who think they are good. Like you've just come.
Yeah.
Wale ma OG.
Yeah.
They think that they know everything. So when I came, I was never an extra. I found my script written. So I came in with a role.
Wow.
So that was a turn off to the OGs. Like sisi tulikuwa hapa tulianza na extras, tulianza huyu tu anakuja anapewa script.
Yeah.
And then luckily enough my advertisement ran for like 3 months consecutively. Next on.
Oh, next on.
Yes. So some OGs wakaanza kuniingilia, you think you can act, hata hakuna kitu unajua, in fact you probably ni director anakufanyia favor, watakuongea, they will try to make you lose your dream, they'll try to make you lose your focus, but at the end of it all I said, God, this opportunity was meant to be mine. I grabbed it. Nikasema hakuna mtu ataniangusha. Like I went for it. Nikasema
to do it whatever the case.
Yes, and that is how I made it.
So you as a director, do you guys like favor actors?
Don't lie.
So kuna kwanga ule favor, right?
At the end of the day, you as a person, as a director, there is the character you look for in an actor.
Yeah.
And if I feel like Njoki is giving me the character that I need for this film, and Kavata is not, I'm going to favor Njoki. I won't show it. But people will realize that Njoki gets more scenes, more. Exactly.
And do people approach you for that? As in, mbona unapatia Njoki hizi, the mingi, zenye sisi wengine hatupati?
At the end of the day, it's my job. And if the end product is not as perfect as it is supposed to be, the producers and the executive producers will be on my neck, not on your neck as an actor.
Yeah.
Yes, it's good to complain. You can come with a larger complaint, like I don't like this. Yeah, I can look into it. But if you are bringing out whatever is needed for the project, people will favor you.
So how many projects have you done in terms of filmmaking?
In terms of filmmaking,
Yeah.
I have done 2 series. One is called The F Life. It's a series that it's in the kitchen.
It's still cooking.
Yeah, I have a short film that is called Miri. It's supposed to also I'm supposed to launch it. It's around this month actually, the coming month. Also, I have done Entangled Affairs, which I was the DOP, and a director is called Obigwa, and also Nana.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so those are all projects that we have that we really, because me personally, I want to do a lot of films.
Yeah.
But now coming from a linear and commercial filmmaker, it comes so hard to do films.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have mentioned a few of the films that you have done, and I believe that you have been doing them with different characters. So is there any challenges that you face?
A lot actually. For my first project, I saw an actual movie while shooting a movie.
Yeah.
Dealing with people is so difficult because at the end of the day, when you're also frustrated as a director, you also utaongeza sauti. Na ukiongeza sauti, kuna mtu pahali atasikia huyu director anajiona yeye ni nani. So that happens. That happens. It happens all around.
Kinanjokiwa anasumbua kwa set.
I've also had actors where you have a set tomorrow. Today they've got leo ni Friday wameenda hunters. Kesho and you have party after party, and then you have a whole day and a whole night scene. Kifika saa 6 mguu ziko numb. Sasa how do you continue?
I also have a problem with directors. So at times there are directors who double cast as scriptwriters. So a director knows that you should receive a script probably a week or 4 days before the shooting. And this director doesn't work to the deadline. So this director, leo umemaliza shoot ya leo, then gives you a script today that tomorrow you need to hack it. You know? And he doesn't want any excuses. So nitafuta kazi. That is actually the response. So at times I feel like some of the directors or script writers contribute to the limited or let me say the low standard acting.
Because you have a lot already.
You have a lot in your plate. Probably you're fatigued because you've been doing back to back. So when you receive another script, when you've just completed the previous one, actors love to celebrate. It's we are done. Let's call it a day. It's over. And then this director says, no, shoot in endelea kesho. Another script back. I am not prepared psychologically. But you need me to deliver 100%. No excuse. You don't want to listen to my side of story. Why? The superiority complex. So I believe if an actor and a director agree, then there's going to be concrete and standard work.
Yeah, okay. In terms of directing and all that, you find that personally, I think I am more of a new age director. I made the mistake when I was starting out, and I've learned. Until then, I told myself I'm not going to sit down and do another film if I'm not sure with whatever I'm doing. You find that coming Mosomi, I have the problem because coming from a linear and commercial filmmaker, that is music videos and ads, whereby things like continuity don't matter. You see? So you come with the same mentality into filmmaking. So I was told by a certain director, he's called Don Bago, he's someone I look up to a lot. He told me if you were to do film, understand continuity. It might be the smallest of things in production, but people don't know that it's very important, continuity. Whatever she's saying is actually what these are the things that messed up a lot of our projects. Because you find that you are coming with a script, you're giving people scripts. But personally as a director, I don't work as a script writer. Even if I know how to write, yes I can write. But I believe in teamwork. That's why when I tell you I want to be the Kenyan Michael Bay, it's because I want to do things like them. not per se as in fanya vitu vile hao wanafanya, but the way they do it, they're doing it perfect. They leave no chances to like any mistake. So that's true. Whatever she's saying is true. We have to like teach ourselves to work like kama wazungu. If you are a director, be the director. If you are a scriptwriter, be the scriptwriter. If you are the producer, be the producer. And that's what I told myself. If I'm to have any other production that I'm going to lay my money on, I'm not going to do it ijua kali z.
And you as directors, I feel like at some point you're limited because saa zingine you're not giving us what we really want, the originality. What happens?
That is a very deep conversation, because originality in Kenya, let me tell you, let me just be honest.
Yeah.
Film in Kenya is monopoly. Ni kama KPLC. Ni kama scheme. They are the people, but they're like they own it.
Yeah, there are people who own it.
Someone owns like a Citizen. He or she has like over 6 programs.
True.
And I'm like, you know, now me as a young filmmaker, as a new filmmaker, I'm all for originality. For things that are happening in Kenya, things that are happening to me, things that happen to you.
Yeah.
But all the Kenyan films you'll see, it's all about politics, power, love, lust, and family.
Yeah.
And witchcraft.
By the way.
End of the day, there are things. Lesbianism, gayism, there is depression.
Yeah.
All this stuff, no one is talking about them.
Yeah.
But Rafiki tried and it was banned. Then when it was nominated for an award, the ban was lifted for 7 days. Wanui says she refused because they wanted the ending to be bad. The film corporation wanted the ending to be bad.
They wanted a bad ending.
They wanted a bad ending, not an ending that showed that lesbianism. And it's something that happened. These are things that happen in Kenya, and we need to portray them as filmmakers. And if I am not being given the opportunity to portray whatever I see, to visualize my ideas, my thoughts, and then why should I even bother myself?
True. That's why there is no originality in our Kenyan films.
That's why, and we try to lie to ourselves. The problem with Kenyans and Africans in general is that we are not true to ourselves. We try to make it as if our society is so safe.
Yeah.
But it's not. At the end of the day, that is where people relate to Gengeton so much.
Yeah.
Because wanaimba ukweli vitu zenye tunafanya kila Friday. So that's the thing. So the same originality that we have brought into music is the same one we need to bring in film. So that Kenyans can resonate with that. Exactly.
True. So as we come to the end of our show, what advice would you give a young actor?
First of all, before I actually give advice to young actors, I like to give advice to parents. Don't force things to your kids. If you've seen potential, please support your kids.
Yeah.
Because you'll never know where this potential will take these kids to. It's not all about professionalism. I'm not saying that children should not be educated. No, let them be educated. But at the same time, allow them to participate in what they love. That is talent-wise.
Yeah.
Now, my advice to young actors and actresses, fight for your dream. Go for it. Work for it. Grab any opportunity that comes to you. Grab it like you've never grabbed anything before. Yeah.
Thank you. Advice to a young filmmaker.
My advice to a young filmmaker would be, first of all, use whatever you have. Whichever resources you have. You have that Kayo iPhone 5. Shoot. You have your Katekno. Shoot. All day, every day. Be creative. Don't wait for you. A lot of filmmakers hide behind school and I'm waiting to finish school so that I can start.
Yeah.
I'm waiting to turn 30 so that I can produce my own film. Start with whatever you have.
You start. You just have to start. That's the key point.
You have to start. Jokia said it all. You have to give it your all. You have to start. And I'm here. I'm also here as an example. A 22-year-old was already produced films. So the thing is, you have to start.
Start from what you
Start
have.
from whatever you have. If you have your phone, shoot with your friends, shoot, and go out there. Go there are people, approach people, tell them by the way naweza shika bomb the whole day. Even if you know uta manage, but enda shika. Ukichoka watakuhurumia. And that's how you build yourself.
At least you will have shown some effort.
Yes.
Exactly. You start. Me when I started I was being paid 200. Unatumia fare, nabaki na mbao hivi. Mbao
Unakula KDF ama
keki yako utanunua bamba, ustie watu umekuwa shoot.
Ilikuwa ngumu.
Move from that to 1,000 to 2,500, 2,500, you grow. Right now I get my own project. The people that used to pay me 500, 200, nowadays I can also pay them. Not in a bad way, like as in now I can also pay them. And they feel so good because they saw it in me, and now I'm actually proving that I was worth it. So you just have to start. End of the day. No excuse.
No excuse. Just start.
Yeah. Excuses are for weak people, actually.
For sure.
With excuses and just start.
So Joy.
Yes.
Can you just give us some?
I know why you're waiting for
that. I'm actually casting.
Cindy,
I'm casting. Joki, I'm casting.
What are you
Jeez.
So Joki, do your thing. Do your thing.
You want a monologue?
A monologue. Just kadogo too.
I prefer
or
to do
even
poetry.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay. So this is not a real stage for theatre, but anyway, let me try. Okay. In this abyss, I am a prisoner with no listener, a prisoner who faces stigma, a prisoner full of trauma. Please, get me out of this place and take me to that optimal palace. My freedom I want to express and utter my dream full of cream. But all this is just a dream that might never come true. For this painful reality is my scum of cream that sticks like glue. It's pain I cannot explain in lip. Will I ever utter my dream? Every morning in this abyss, I toil as if I am charged with treason, induced to hard labor for no reason. No one cares about my age. The warden always on my neck whips me whenever I take a break. I work and work in pain and drain. I crack and crash like trash, helpless. He whips me again and again. Till shapeless, my cry is in vain. Muffled voice, will I ever utter my dream? I drawl and crawl towards my room, crying tears of doom full of gloom, tears of pain and intense painful sapphire. Yeah!
That was really amazing. So we come to the end of our show. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me. It was really, really amazing.
Oh, the pleasure was ours. Thank you for hosting us. And I hope we do this another time. Another time.
For sure we will.
Yeah.
And I'm casted in Joki.
Oh,
You've already casted her.
Yeah. Can't wait for that role.
That comes to the end of our show, and I hope you really learned something from it. Remember, start with what you have. So until next time, keep it Let's Talk Film with Kavata.